Hi, this is the evaluation of the order trading system for April the 5th, 2021. We had 3 trades on that day, 2 were buys and 1 was a short sell. First trade was CRON. It is Cronus Group Incorporated. Tripped at 12:38 p.m. at a price of 9.26. It was a short sell. Closed the day at 9:33. So obviously recovered after it tripped. Let's see. So it tripped around here. 9:23, 9:34, 9:23. Yeah. It made a recovery middle of the afternoon, but it was down enough for at least an hour below the tripping price. So I'm going to consider that a positive. And we'll take a look at the indicators. The OBV showing that it came down and after it recovered volume-wise. MACD, same thing, came down and recovered, dropping at the end of the day, which is good. DI, see it came down, and then recovered. A little bit of recovery near the end of the day, sideways moving, same thing, Bollinger Band. So basically it came down, went up. Very simple stock. Next trade is FANG. That's Diamondback Energy Incorporated. It tripped at 1:30 p.m. at a price of 76.38. It was a buy. It closed the day at 75.40. I didn't say the other one. Keep forgetting this price range. It was down 0.85%. So the previous one it was down, and this one is also down 7.17%, but it tripped positive. But as you can see, it's down below where it tripped, so we have to see if it was above at each period of time after that. 135. Yeah, so see, it tripped around here. 76. No. It had one spot here, but we're talking like basically a point in time, like nothing that's positive, so that one's not positive. Let's see if the indicators are showing any kind of positive directional movement. The price itself shows it seems to be stable after it tripped. So it came up and then basically started moving sideways price-wise, but OBV, yeah, OBV showed that it came up, it came down a little bit. MACD showed it came up and moved sideways, but stayed somewhat stable. Like it did drop, but it didn't, drop drastically. And DI showed it came up fairly well, and that's where it dropped again. You can see it was making a bit of a recovery at the end of the day, moving sideways, and Bollinger Band moved sideways. I'll say this is a possible, only because indicator, like the Bollinger Band is showing good. Look, it came up. This peak is where we caught it, and then just moved sideways after that. It dropped a little bit, but basically moved sideways. And the indicators themselves are showing that the movement is somewhat in a positive direction. So I'm going to call that a possible. Next trade is KOS, and that's Cosmos Energy Limited. It tripped at 1:35:03 p.m. at a price of 304. Say positive buy operation. It closed the day at 306, and it was also down 5.85%. So that's another positive. Excuse me. So we'll check the indicators. Probably looks good, but you can see end of day though it came down volume-wise. Volume started dropping quite a bit. MACD came up, pretty much stayed stable after it came up, which is good. DI though, look, DI is actually showing that this stock was actually more negative than positive. So we happened to catch it here where it jumped up and then it came down, but it tripped and stayed above where it was at. So interesting enough, that's where we're seeing it, 135. Yeah. Actually, this is where it tripped. It tripped, yeah. So I thought it tripped here, but no, it tripped. Yeah, it tripped around here. So it came up, tripped. It wasn't a heavy trip DI-wise. DI, that thing came up again. It was more negative than positive via DI. MACD is actually not showing too badly here. When it tripped, it actually showed it jumped up quite a bit and basically started moving sideways. It was down, up, and not drastic, and OBV showing that the volume was actually fairly strong. So the indicators are not 100% in one particular direction, but the end result is you would have made money because it closed above its tripping price. So we say that is 2 out of 3 with the 66.7% and 3 out of 3 with the possible, so that's 100%. So an okay day. I'll leave it at that. Thank you very much.